Okay, fake snow. I had a guy ask me to explain fake snow. Um, from what I can tell on the internet, this has happened in Texas and in Georgia. Texas, of course, doesn't get a lot of snow. And there's a conspiracy theory going around that fake snow fell in Texas. It wasn't really snow. Uh, I wonder if it was also fake cold. Yeah. Okay. This is this is really ridiculous, but it does illustrate a couple of things. Okay, I was looking around for snow, and we just melted a bunch of snow, so I found a shaded spot that had some snow in it. So I gathered up the snowball and I brought it in, and I'm going to light it. Okay? This is what they're doing in TikTok and stuff, and showing that it's, some kind of plastic. Okay. And it's not really snow at all. It's something done by the government to, I don't know, kill us all off or something like that. Okay, let's get into this. I bring snowball in. Okay. One of the things they're talking about that it does is it doesn't melt. It burns. Okay. A snowball is, after snow has been on the ground for a little while, it kind of turns into little balls. And when you squish it together, it's kind of like a sponge. There's a lot of air spaces in there. And so you take a lighter, or the lighter's burning butane, and you light it and put it under the snow, and it doesn't drip. Water doesn't drip. Well, it's not dripping because it's filling up little spaces between the little balls of snow. If it was a ice cube, it would melt. Just drip. I'm not going to do that one. Come on. This is silly. Okay. You can see this flame, and I should talk about the flame a little bit because this is important. That's a butane flame. What is in butane? Hydrocarbon. Okay? And that flame does not have any primary air. That's why it's so yellow. That flame derives all of its air for combustion after it leaves the little orifice. In gas furnaces, we have this blue flame. That's because we pre-mix air with the fuel before it's ignited. And that's primary air. Secondary air comes around the burner. And without the primary air, you only have the secondary air that's coming around. And that's what's happening in the lighter. Doesn't mean it doesn't burn reasonably completely. It's not the best flame, but it won't soot easily. Well, if you look at this thing, I'm building soot on this snowball. There's soot building up there. Now you notice when I place the flame close, meaning the visible part of the flame is actually touching the snow. What's happening? The combustion is not complete. If it's not complete, then there's soot. Because the fuel is still mixing with the air and combusting. And so if I put it up to something cold, that draws the heat off the flame and it doesn't complete combustion. That's where the soot comes from. That's what it is. They were saying, oh, it's plastic. Okay. Because they get a little bit of a burned plastic smell. Okay. That soot. What's in that soot? Hydrocarbon. What's plastic made out of? Hydrocarbon. If I burn plastic, and when you burn plastic, it does not burn completely. It's really hard to get it to burn completely. I don't know what all the components are in these plastics, but most of it is hydrocarbons, and when it burns and it creates soot, it smells like burning plastic. So butane, which is a hydrocarbon, is going to smell like burning plastic if it doesn't have complete combustion. That's all there is to it. And of course you would get soot deposited on it. Anytime a flame touches a surface that's colder than it is, a lot colder, that interrupts the combustion process and you get soot. So, long story, not very short, the snow was not plastic. It was not a government plan to kill us all or something. I'm not sure what. Anyway, I thought this was a silly little thing to do, and because I could find some snow, I did it. That's it on this one.